My name is Captain Arnold. I'm a wedding officiant, I'm a chaplain, and nice meeting you this evening, and welcome aboard the Skyline Princess. I have been performing wedding ceremonies for about 15 years. Of course, I represent all of the major cruise ships. I perform their weddings exclusively. I have a wedding team that basically works for me, wedding coordinators, videographers, etc. Of course, I perform exclusively all of the weddings here on the Skyline Princess. It's a fun thing to do because I make people happy. My wedding is kind of unique. It's what I would call special. And that's one of the reasons why I do 3, 4, 5, as many as 6 in a day, as long as I can space them apart. Well, this particular ship is a motor yacht. It goes into sheltered waters. People get a chance to see the Statue of Liberty, New York skyline, and I've arranged to have weddings on this ship for couples that they can really afford it, because one of the situations that happened is that, about 5, 6 years ago, couples came to me and they simply said, Captain, you know, we want to get married, we can't afford it, and we walk into a place and before you know, it's $5,000, we didn't even get to the smorgasbord. Being a captain for 35 years, I know most of the captains that own these motor yachts, and I simply said to them, put together a nice little package and let me offer it on my website. Well, we did that. In the first year, it was sold out immediately. I mean, pricing, all the couple has to do is really bring the wedding license in one hand and the groom in the other. So it's been very, very successful. LI Weddings has a quality couple, a quality bride that comes to their site. And I guess I've been with LI Weddings from the time I came back from Florida, probably about 8 years. The brides that I get, they book me. When they talk to me and they go to my website, they book me, simple as that. And the accolades of praise that I receive from couples are on my website. In fact, every couple I marry goes on my website, and when they like what they hear, they like what they see, they write me a little note, goes onto the website. When a couple calls me because of a referral, because of an article they may have read, one of the first things I ask, have you gone to my website? And if they haven't, I say, go to my website, take a look, because I can tell you how impressive I look in a uniform and how wonderful the ceremony is, but it's better when you hear it from other people. The wedding ceremony is truly the heart and main event of that day. The vows they say to each other, the words I say, that's what will always be remembered by them, their family, their friends, long after the cutting of the cake, their first dance, or the throwing of a bouquet faded from memory. So whoever they get to perform that ceremony, be sure they get the best of the best. And that's where I come in. My ceremony is unique in that it deals mostly about love, what marriage is all about. I don't use any negative words. I don't say in sickness or in health or death do you part. After all, they're not signing a mafia contract. You know, this is a happy time. I like to keep it that way. I inject a little humor into the ceremony. My ceremony takes about 18 minutes and 22 seconds. And from experience, it's not too long, it's not too short, it's just right. So I kind of feel that I've composed a ceremony that really works for everybody. I personalize it because I like to pay a tribute at the beginning of the ceremony to couples where their guests perhaps they may be too ill, too far away, maybe they passed away but they can't be there. It's always nice to pay a little tribute to loved ones, because all we're simply saying is that the events of that day would not be complete without taking a moment to remember loved ones. There's a lot of elements in my ceremony that I think are completely different than any minister out there. And what I'm going to say to you now, I know that no minister can say. March 9th, my wife and I will be married 55 years, so I think I'm better qualified than most to tell a couple those ingredients that make up the chemistry for a marriage that will last them a lifetime. It certainly has for me. My ceremony is non-denominational. I deal mostly where my ceremonies, I do interfaith, interracial marriages. I join cultures. I've done weddings in helicopters, in cemeteries, in gas stations. And today, you know, a nautical atmosphere, like by a lake, most of the facilities out in Long Island by the water, for some reason they like a captain. And even when they get married by a big puddle, they think of a captain. When I begin to talk, while my stripes impress a lot of people, once I begin to talk, then my words begin to impress them, and they forget about what I look like, and that's what's important. Long Island weddings, keep up the good work. Just keep sending me brides. I love you for it.